Let's talk a little bit about your season. Looking at the conference stats, you're up there tackles for losses and quarterback sacks. Are you having fun?
Yeah, I'm trying to get the hang of it. It's my first year actually playing DN. I think last year, my redshirt freshman year, I played nose, so it's kind of a bit of a transition, but it's going good. It's going well.
Saturday, you're going to be taking on one of the most mobile and prolific quarterbacks in the MIAA right now. He can run the ball, he can throw it a little bit. What's the key to? I won't say stopping him because I don't know if anybody's been able to stop him, but just contain him and maybe limit what he does.
Nah, yeah, he's a. I've seen some film on him. He's a pretty good guy, dual threat, can run and throw the ball. We're just gonna have to try to contain him, try to make them hard throws, and try to have our back end cover us and stuff like that. Try to get some pressure on him too. I've seen watched a couple film on him. He's kind of hard to get down. He's really shifty and fast guy. So we just try to gotta tackle, road tackle, gang tackle. So try to get him down.
Whoever wants to ask the next question.
How's it going?
Can you hear her?
Oh, what'd you say? I'm sorry.
So you said you moved from nose to defensive end. It's a pretty big transition, like you said. What has been kind of the thing for you to get over and to focus on making that transition?
Well, like our defense, we run a 3-4, so it's a big transition. The way we run our defense, the nose usually is going to take on most of those double teams. It's not going to have a lot of freedom. At the DN, you get way more freedom, crush the blocks, and you're just doing your assignment. And you can just get more of those one-on-one matchups. So I think that's.
And besides Nebraska Kearney's quarterback, what else are you kind of focusing on with that offense?
They have a big old line. I know they like to run the ball a lot. We're going to have to just try to be aggressive with them, just do our part and tackle the ball.
And you guys do really well at home. What do you think it is, playing at home that just gives you that edge?
Well, this home field, we take pride in that. Wearing that all black, especially on home games. We take pride in that. We know what this field has, has to offer. We know what we have to offer. So we just try to take pride in that black.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Marley, can
Hey
you go?
there, can you hear me all right?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I got you.
Major internet issue, so I'm glad for that. So 3 losses this year all came by a single possession. I guess what is the focus for you guys to win those close games?
We just got to close out. We got to play all 4 quarters. First of all, you got to play all 4 quarters. I know a couple games we only played maybe half of a quarter. The whole team needs to play all 4 quarters. And, that's pretty much it. Other than that, I know play UCM. It was a close game again. We tried to come back, had a couple stops, but we just couldn't finish it out. We got to be able to close those games out if we want to have a winning record.
Awesome, thanks.
Thank you.
We good? All right. Thank you. Good job, man.
Thank you.
Well, Braden, last week, obviously, you look at some of the numbers, pretty impressive. As you look back at last week, taking away the turnovers for you, what kind of stands out about the week?
I think we executed offensively at a really high level. We just, turned the ball over. I don't know if I've ever been a part of a game where we didn't punt. It's, just one of those games that you just got to protect the ball, and everything's clicking the right way. We just got to not shoot ourselves in the foot.
You have Nebraska Kearney coming up on Saturday. You've watched them on tape defensively. What challenges do they offer you for the offense?
They're going to be very big and physical. We're going to have to – I think we're going to have to use our tempo and speed to our advantage, but it's going to be a tough physical game. They got some guys on that side of the ball who come up and make some plays, so we just got to be ready for all that.
Lane?
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. So besides, or what, I guess, specifics of their defense do you think make them that top 25 team?
Their D-line's big and physical. They get a good push on the line, a lot of their plays. They're sound in their coverage and what they do. Their schemes are very sound in it. They kind of just kind of want you to mess up before they mess up. So we just got to go out there and execute our game plan and take advantage of that.
And you guys do really well at home. Just what is it about being at home that kind of, I guess, takes like this weight off your shoulders and allows you guys to play so well?
I think just being comfortable, you get your home fans, you get to listen to the crowd, they got your back. It's always got to defend your home turf kind of thing. So I think that helps us a little bit going into each game.
Is there anything you really want to see out of yourself this weekend in this big game?
Just protect the ball, no turnovers. Can't have the same thing as last week.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
And then a similar question I asked your teammate a few minutes ago. You guys have lost 3 games this year, so 3-3 record, but all 3 of those losses have come by, a single possession, single score. What focus are you guys putting on winning those close games?
We just got to finish out games and find a way to win, and whatever it takes. Last week would have been taking care of the ball. I mean, that would have won us the game. Finding a way at all levels of the game, no matter offense, defense, special teams, you just got to go out there, and when they mess up, you got to take advantage of that and win the game.
Awesome. Thank you.
I
Thank
got
you.
one thing for you. Just talk about your offensive line play. I mean, you guys have given up 1 sack every 39 pass attempts, which is the best in the league. Just talk about those guys a little bit.
They've done a great job. I thought they played great last week. They got to keep it up. I think they will too. They work hard all week long in practice, and it really shows during game time how they've been playing.
All right. Good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Braden.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Hello.
We'll go ahead and get it started. Nebraska Kearney coming up on Saturday. The thing that stands out about them is their offense, and especially their quarterback. What's the key to limiting TJ's effectiveness? How do you slow down their quarterback?
It's a good question. All right. Yeah, it's, first off, you got to be disciplined. That's the first thing. And, the thing about it, what makes him, I think, difficult to stop this year, he actually throws the football better. He throws the football well. And so we're going to have to be disciplined. We're going to have to tackle well. I don't think anybody's actually really stopped him. You just got to try to slow him down best you can, and that's the only way that we can. That will give us a chance is if we play defense or disciplined football and tackle well.
And offensively, for your team, what do you see from their defense that can offer you some challenges?
Well, we're going to have to score points offensively because their offense, like our offense, we've been behind, a lot this year to where we've had to make comebacks, but our offense is kind of set up for that with how we play with pace and tempo. So that's why I'm thinking one of the keys is we need to, if we can get off to a good start, at least, try somehow, some way to get a lead and try to put some pressure back on them is a way that hopefully we can have success, because they are a very good football team. And defensively, that's the thing about it. I think everybody talks about how good they are offensively, and there's no question that they're outstanding on offense. But I also think their defense is really good. I think they're well coached. They're sound, and they're big. They're physical. They're strong football players, as you can tell. So, again, another big test.
Laney?
Hey, Coach Higgins, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Good.
So we know how good Nebraska Kearney's quarterback can be, but Braden leads the league for the conference in so many different categories. So how do you think Nebraska Kearney is just going to kind of get a taste of their own medicine, their own quarterback this weekend?
Well, that's the thing. I think they're so difficult to prepare for offensively. Number one, you don't see what they do offensively from the other teams in the league. There might be bits and pieces that people do, but not the way they do it. So, but I also think with what we do offensively that we're not as probably drastically different, but I think we play differently than the majority of the teams in the MIAA as well, with the different things that we do with formations and playing with tempo and things like that. So hopefully that gives them some problems in preparation as well, And then right now, of course, we had the turnovers last week, but Braden is playing. He's playing as well as any quarterback that I've had, and I've had some really good ones here as far as efficiency, and getting the ball off and getting the ball off on time.
And Don mentioned earlier just how great the offensive line is doing too. How do you think they match up to Nebraska Kearney's really good defensive line?
Well, we're young on the offensive line, and we're getting a lot out of those guys, and they're playing really well. And every week's a test for us, and they have to continue that, and they got to be able to. We work on blocking so many different fronts because teams play us differently at times, whether it's a 4-down team or an odd front. So, those guys got to make sure that they're prepared. And Coach Cash Dollar, my offensive line coach, does an unbelievable job. He does a great job with those guys and getting those guys ready to play. And they're playing, honestly, for the youth that we have up there. We had 2 redshirt freshmen, one at right tackle and one at left tackle last week, and I didn't think we missed a beat with those guys. And those guys are doing a good job, and I think they're getting confidence too, which helps.
Yeah, totally. And so besides protecting the football, what else do you just really want to see out of your team this week to help win?
Just keep playing the way we're playing. We're competitive. We're playing with resilience. We got a lot of toughness in this team, resiliency. We've had to come back. We've made comebacks. We've lost a lot of close games, and a lot of times that can take its toll on a team. But I like our mindset. I like our mindset where we're at. Unfortunately, I think we've learned the hard way, but we've learned some lessons in the 3 games that we've lost. And last week was a lesson of protecting the football. And I was a little nervous. You guys jinxed me last week when you guys talked about us not having any turnovers. Remember, I don't know if you remember me saying I don't talk about turnovers very much. You know what I'm saying? So in the back of my mind, I thought, man, I hope they didn't just jinx us. So I'm going to blame you two a little bit. No, I'm just joking. But we got to protect the football, and we got to continue to play with – I think we're playing well right now. I really do. We're giving up too many big plays. We're going to have to keep things in front of us better. But, man, I just think, sometimes, the ball doesn't bounce your way, and I understand you got to go make your own breaks. I get that. But I just want our guys to continue to play at the level they're playing at, and if they continue to do that, there's going to be something good happen, because they are playing with toughness and with effort, and, they're doing a good job that eventually something good is going to happen.
Last question. It seems like every football team this season is talking about protecting the football. The Chiefs bring it up like every week. All the high school teams are talking about it.
You're already talking about it too much, but go ahead.
Do you think football defenses are just really kind of entering this new era of being extremely aggressive and wanting to attack the football?
I don't. I think that's kind of been – I think every team in the country works on raking the ball and getting the ball out, and I think every team works on, ball security, wrist above elbow, 5 points of pressure, that type of deal. Everybody works on that, I just think and I think from a standpoint – to me it's about, number one, how good they're raking it out, okay, and really probably – how many reps in practice that they do work on that, I do think is something. If you get used to doing this all the time, raking it out when when somebody else is tackling, then I think you're going to be good at things like that. If you don't work it that much or stress it that much, then you still may get some turnovers, but maybe not as many. And for us, like I said, we don't talk about turnovers a whole lot offensively. We'll point it out on film if we can see space. I always call this flagging the football. Like I got the ball here, that's flagging it. My elbow's up. We want the elbow down. So we'll point those things out in practice. But I don't know if anybody. I think that's just part of football. Like turnovers are a part of football. A part of the game. It's not like, well, we lost. Yeah, most likely you lost the game because you turned the ball over. That's how I felt last week. I'm sure Washburn felt that way 2 weeks ago. But guess what? That's part of the game too, So it's not like I'm not using it as an excuse. Like, man, if we don't turn the ball over, well, yeah, anybody can say that, So, but no, I don't. Getting back to your original question, I think teams stress it. I do. I don't think it's really any different than it was 5 years ago.
All right, thank you.
You bet.
Marty?
Hey, Coach, I got two for you. Can you hear me all right?
You bet. Yes.
Okay, great. First one, you touched a little bit on the close losses. All three of your losses have come by a possession or less, score or less. Sorry.
It's all right.
What's kind of your message to your team of winning close games and kind of making those, that one play difference into turning those losses into wins?
Yeah, great question. I think that understanding that every play is important. Every play is important. It does not matter whether it's one play on punt, if it's, if you're leading and it's 2nd and 3 where it's easy to make a call. Every play is important, all right? And everything that you do during the course of the game is important. And understanding what your role is and how you accept that, if you're going to be the best player you can be in that role, or you're going to complain that you're not playing enough type deal. I think, things like that, are important. And like I said, unfortunately, I think we've learned some lessons in just, like playing 4 quarters, like, Missouri Western, finishing that thing. We had the lead and we didn't finish it. Central Missouri is protection, protecting the football. And still, our Achilles heel has been, still giving up too many big plays over the top. So, and I know that our coaches, those guys over on the defensive side of the ball, it's not like we don't prepare for those things or talk about it or coach them. We just got to, we got to get our guys to understand better and be better, So, that's the thing with these close losses is getting them to understand how important each play is, and then just that we got it. Like I said, we got to keep playing the way we're playing. It's not like we're playing really bad. All right, we've just had turnovers, a mistake here, there, pre-snap penalties. We got to clean that up. That sort of thing. It's just I've been in these seasons before. I've been in the same situation, and we're undefeated right now because the ball bounced our way. All right, and then this year, it's been tough because the ball hasn't always bounced our way, and sometimes that's just the football gods, So, anyway, I know that's a long answer for you. Hope I didn't get off topic.
You freeze up, Marlia? I think you froze up.
Yeah, I can't hear. That question was so long it just froze her feet up.
Maybe.
Sorry, my internet's so bad.
All right.
Donna, I'm going to detect it.
Okay, you're back. You're back now if you want to ask it now while you're texting. Yep. Oh, you lost. Okay. She's going to text.
Okay, yeah. Second question. I'll ask a real quick before
It won't be this long. Oh.
Is how Jace McDown has met kind of the high expectations placed on him this year.
Well, I think that goes back to who Jace is, as a person, individual, how he is, how he lives his life, how he works each and every day, how he prepares for practice. He's self-disciplined. He's self-motivated. All those things come into play, and it makes it easy for a guy like Jace to, uphold the expectations, to be quite honest with you. And that's how I look at him and kind of how he's playing. Everybody in the league recognizes who he is and knows that he's one of the best linebackers, if not the best linebacker in the MIAA. Yeah, I'm biased. He plays for me. I love him to death. I'm glad he's on my football team. But I think his habits are the things that make him able to be somebody that reaches the expectations that are placed upon him.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach.
You bet. Thank you.
All right. You all good? All right.
All right.
Thanks, sir.
Yep. See you guys.